So we'll move on to the last topic of lipid metabolism, that is the cholesterol metabolism or the metabolism of cholesterol. So what do you mean by cholesterol? Cholesterol, the name, the term cholesterol is derived from the Greek word, which chole means bile. Chole means bile, right? So it's a combination of chole and sterol, right? So chole means bile, sterol means solid, right? It's a solid, and OL stands for alcohol, right? So it's a solid. Cholesterol is a solid substance which is found in bile, right? Having an alcoholic group, having an OH group. So that is the term cholesterol means. It's a Greek word which is meaning which means that it is a substance which is found in bile, right? The secretion of bile duct is a bile. So bile contains the solid substance known as cholesterol having an OH group, right? So this is the structure of chemical structure of or biochemical structure of cholesterol. So it's a 27 carbon compound, right? So the numbering start from this position: 1, 2, 3, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, right? So this is how the 27 carbon atoms are arranged, right? So it is having 27 carbon atom in its structure with an OH group on the third position, right? So cholesterol can be seen in the body in two forms: the free cholesterol and cholesterol esters. So as we have discussed in the earlier slides, that is cholesterol transportation, when we were discussing on the lipoproteins and all, that is the lipoproteins transports the cholesterol in the form of cholesterol esters and also free cholesterol. So free cholesterol is that one in which the OH is found as OH itself. The third position of the cholesterol molecule is having OH, right? So such a cholesterol we call it as a free cholesterol, and it is amphipathic in nature because OH group is polar in nature. Even though the ring system and these all the remaining carbon atoms are non-polar in nature, the OH group present on the third position of the cholesterol molecule make it partially polar. So it's an amphipathic molecule like that of a phospholipid, right? So this is one form of cholesterol which is seen in the body, that is the free cholesterol. And in some cases, cholesterol will be esterified, that is, cholesterol is transported in the form of cholesterol esters. And these cholesterol esters are purely non-polar in nature. They are hydrophobic in nature because this OH on the third position, the hydrogen will be replaced with fatty acids, right? So it may be esterified, it may be saturated fatty acid or it can be unsaturated fatty acids, right? So when a fatty acid comes and gets condensed with the OH group with the removal of one molecule of water, that is H from the OH group and OH from the fatty acid, right? So COOH. Okay, so that OH and this H will be removed in the form of water molecule, and thus the fatty acid will be esterified onto this third position, converting the free cholesterol to esterified cholesterol. And this cholesterol esters are purely hydrophobic in nature because fatty acid is a non-polar compound, right? So that converts the amphipathic cholesterol to a pure non-polar cholesterol. So these cholesterol cannot be exposed onto the surface of the lipoproteins, right? So this cholesterol esters, once cholesterol is condensed with or esterified with the fatty acid, it will be packed in the lipoprotein molecule. That's how the HDL molecule and the LDL molecule transports the cholesterol esters from and to the peripheral tissues respectively, to the liver or from the liver, right? So that is the structure of cholesterol, or these are the two forms of cholesterol: the esterified cholesterol and the free cholesterol. The free cholesterol is this one in which the third position is occupied within, or the third position is having a substitution group, OH group, right? A side chain as OH group. While in case of cholesterol esters, this OH is replaced with a fatty acid. The hydrogen will be removed, and to that position a fatty acid comes and gets esterified. So such a molecule we call it as the cholesterol esters, right? So this forms the structure of a cholesterol molecule. It is having, see, 1, 2, 3, 4 ring systems, right? Of the four rings, we call it as A, B, C, and D chain, D ring system. There are D ring systems, four ring systems in the cholesterol molecule. This is the A ring, this is the B ring, this is the C ring, and this is the D ring, of which A, B, and C are 6-carbon ring systems, even though it is not an aromatic compound. What do you mean by an aromatic compound? That is, which is having the benzene ring system. So it's not having a benzene ring system, it's having simply 6-membered carbon atoms in the form of rings, right? So this is the first 3 rings are 6-membered ring systems, while the D ring is a 5-membered ring system, right? So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Similarly, the B ring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the C ring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, while D ring is having only 5 members. Right? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so these are the 4 ring systems present in the structure of cholesterol, in which the A ring contains an OH group on its 3rd position, right? And onto the D ring, there is this isoprenoid side chain. This is known as the isoprenoid side chains. What do you mean by isoprenoid side chain? Isoprenoid means a chain of carbon atoms, right? So the this is known as the isoprenoid side chains. And onto this 2 positions, that is on the 18th position and the 19th position, there are again 2 side chains, CH3 group. These 3 CH3 groups are on the 18th and the 19th position. So this is how the structure of cholesterol is present. Okay, so cholesterol is a solid substance which is found in the bile, having an OH group in its structure. So it's a Greek word, and it is one of the most important sterol present in the animal cells. Right, it's one of the most important solid substances or steroid molecules found in the animals. And in a normal adult having a 70 kg weight, 70 kilogram weight, a normal adult person is having around 140 grams of cholesterol in his body. So the total weight of the total weight of an adult human, 140 grams is occupied by the cholesterol, right? It is due to the presence of cholesterol, and majority of which is present in the form of free cholesterol, that is unesterified form. Majority form of cholesterol will be in the form of unesterified, that is, it will be remaining in the form of OH itself. But a few concentration or a few quantity of cholesterol will be found in the form of esterified cholesterol. Okay, so these are the 2 forms of cholesterol, and it consists of a 27 carbon atom and non-aromatic ring systems, right? There are 4 ring systems, namely A, B, C, and D, of which 3 ring systems are having 6-member carbon atoms, while the D ring is only 5-membered, and the 18th and the 19th positions are occupied by 2 CH3 groups, and there is an OH group on the 3rd position, and the D ring is having an isoprenoid side chain, right? So this forms a structure of cholesterol, and is partially how is cholesterol found in the body, or how is it obtained to the body? Partially, cholesterol is derived from the dietary sources, as we all know. That is, that the food contains cholesterol. So, partially, the daily requirement of cholesterol is around 1.5 to 1 grams per day. The daily requirement of cholesterol is around 500 milligram to 1 gram, or 0.5 to 1 gram is in 24 hours. We have to supply around 500 to 1 gram, 500 milligrams to 1 gram of cholesterol per day, of which partially almost half of the daily requirement is met from the dietary sources, and the remaining half will be derived from the endogenous sources, that is, the body itself can synthesize cholesterol. So if suppose 500 milligram is the daily requirement, 250 milligrams are derived from the dietary sources, or suppose if 1 gram of cholesterol is daily required for a body, around 500 milligrams will be obtained directly from the dietary sources, and the remaining 500 is to be synthesized by the body. So if the diet do not contain this 500 milligrams of cholesterol, what does the body do? The body synthesizes more and more quantities of cholesterol, so that it will be meeting the daily requirement. So daily the human body requires around 1 gram of cholesterol, of which partially it is derived from the dietary sources, and the remaining half will be synthesized by the body itself, right? Again, which are the sites where the cholesterol is synthesized? Cholesterol is synthesized by almost all the nucleated cells of the body. All the nucleated cells of the body can synthesize cholesterol. Okay, so the cholesterol can be, or it is synthesized by nucleated, all the nucleated cells of the body, and it is mainly synthesized in the liver, then in the intestine, the skin. Almost all the organs synthesize cholesterol except adult brain cannot synthesize cholesterol, while new brain of the newborn can synthesize cholesterol, right? So that is how the synthesis is happening, right? So the cholesterol is synthesized by all the nucleated cells of the body, again the all the organs except adult brain can synthesize cholesterol, of which we have told that 500 milligrams is derived from the dietary sources and the remaining 500 is obtained from the endogenous sources, or the body itself synthesizes the remaining 500 grams. So of the 500 grams of the total endogenous cholesterol which is synthesized by the body, almost exactly half will be synthesized by the liver itself. That is, out of the 500 milligrams which are synthesized by the body, 250 milligrams will be derived from the, or it is synthesized by the liver. So one of the major organ which is synthesizing the cholesterol is the liver itself. So of the total quantity of the cholesterol synthesized by the body, almost half of the endogenous cholesterol is derived from the liver, and the remaining the demand is met by intestine, the skin, etc. Right? So these are the various tissues where the cholesterol is actively synthesized. So what is cholesterol? Cholesterol is a fat-like substance which is seen in the blood, or the too much of it, or if it exceeds the normal limit, what is happening? It will be getting deposited in the arteries, resulting in cardiac arrest or heart attack, stroke, etc. Right? And how again the cholesterol is found in the body? Free cholesterol found. It is mainly found in the free cholesterol. Also, it is found in the form of esterified cholesterol. So the cholesterol is transported by, we know that LDL and HDL are the transporters of cholesterol esters, of which LDL is the bad cholesterol while HDL is the good cholesterol, and TGs. So these three constitutes the total cholesterol level in the body. So what causes high cholesterol level? Being overweight, that is the excess of fat containing diet, then being inactive, sedentary life, that is right? Now again you for 1.5 years you have been sitting idle, right? Your active participation or active activities is not happening in an usual manner. So the sedentary life can increase the cholesterol value. Again, there is a family line also, that is, if the familial history is there for an elevated cholesterol level, of course it will be transmitted from one generation to another. Then poor diet, that is bad diet. Okay, so what is the food tips to maintain the cholesterol level? You should have HDL cholesterol containing diet. You have to reduce the LDL and TG in your diet. Okay, and you should prevent all the chances for the increase of LDL, TG, etc. And you should increase HDL in the body. So that's the only way to control the cholesterol level. And what all things can you do? You can lose weight by doing exercise, then dietary control, that is, you should include more vegetarian contents like green leaf vegetable fibers, dietary fibers. All of them can reduce the cholesterol value, because when fibers are present in the diet in sufficient quantities, these fibers will be remaining undigested. It won't undergo digestion. So what happens? You will be having always a satiety, that is, you feel always sumptuous. എപ്പോഴും നിങ്ങൾ വയറിങ്ങനെ നിറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ഫുൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഫീൽ വരും ഫൈബർ കണ്ടെയ്നിങ് ഡയറ്റ് ഉണ്ടായാൽ. അപ്പൊ വിശപ്പ് കുറയും, വിശപ്പിനുള്ള ഹങ്കർ എന്നുള്ള ഒരു ഫീലിംഗ് അവിടെ കുറയും. അപ്പൊ അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ യുവർ dietary habits will be controlled, will be going in a good way. So that's one of the means for controlling the fat in the body. So eat a healthy diet, right? Then have a regular exercise, then try to lose weight. എവിടെയൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വെയിറ്റ് കുറയ്ക്കാനുള്ള chances when you come across in your daily life? For example, if you got a lift and a staircase in front of you, go to the staircase, or prefer the staircase rather than lift. Okay, so don't smoke, then stay on top of other risk factors, then medications are is the last option. Okay, so you can control the fat content in your diet by maintaining a healthy diet, regular exercise, then lose weight, etc. So this is the normal artery, And what happens when the TG and the cholesterol level, LDL level, etc., will be elevated? See,